I have my fan on. Good morning, people. I have my fan on in the background, so yeah, y'all gonna hear that. Just give me a minute. Just wrapping up a few things before I start my day. But I just really felt compelled to come and make this video because it's a lot of parents out here that just clearly don't understand what they're doing to their children. And so first off, you're making people not like your child. I don't care if it's other children or adults. You know, if your child is acting a certain type of a way, nobody's gonna like him or her, and that's just the truth. Um, I know everybody out there knows somebody. You know, some children, whether it's hold on, sorry, y'all. Okay, guys, thank you for bearing with me. Um, I know that everybody out here knows somebody with a child who is so spoiled, too spoiled for their own good. Okay. Whether it's a family member or someone who's not. Okay. Listen, I've seen a lot of things. Okay. I know spoiled kids. They're definitely in my family. They're definitely in my family. My cousin Nico kids, they don't even like leftovers. So, you know. But I just think it's sad when you have a child that you're letting get away with murder, that you're allowing to treat other grown-ups even like they're servants or less than a human, or less than them. I just think it's wrong. Okay, first off, it's very wrong. Good morning, Regina. I think it's very wrong for you to teach your child that because if you have a child that thinks that they're so entitled, okay, things are not going to go well for that child. Now, I don't have kids. I have studied them. I am on the Wisconsin registry for teaching children. If I wanted to be a lead teacher, I can. So I've studied, but to me, this is not even about book smarts. It's just about common sense. You should teach your children to respect every damn body, whether it's other kids and adults. And you should teach them to be humble and appreciate what they have because it's a lot of kids out here that ain't got shit. Okay? Which is part of the reason why I'm being inspired to do this hot dog drive. It's a lot of kids that just don't have it. And if you are a parent who does have it, you can be rich. If you're a parent who does have it, then that's fine. More power to you and more power to whatever you're doing with your kid. But all I know is I just think it's very ignorant. Now, listen, my pet peeve is food, and y'all know it. Okay, this is something that y'all have known for years. I don't like to waste food. I'm not a wasteful person when it comes to food. I don't like to do it. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. Just the other day, I called myself being nice, right? It was the day when I went in, when I did that chicken video, the pick and save chicken video. It was that day. And, I had did the crab video before for the people that saw that. So I had some crab left over. Okay. And I called my neighbor and asked him, "You want some crab?" And he was like, "Crab?" He said it like 3 times, like he didn't know what the fuck it was. Okay. Um, maybe he really didn't. I told my mom this story too, and she said maybe he didn't know what it was. Maybe not. Okay. But it's just that I said, do you want it though? And he said yes. So I took it over there. I had just got off the phone with this man, mind you. I went on over there and took it, but I put a piece of chicken in there too, you know. He was taking so fucking long to come to the door that I put the shit on the doorknob and left. Okay. I just talked to you, man. How come you live across the hall? Okay. So I come back to my apartment the next morning. When I leave to go to work, I see that food out there. I'm pissed. Okay. I could have given this to someone who would have eaten it. Matter of fact, a couple people had asked for it. You know, listen, it's my own personal pet peeve, and I'm entitled to have it. But I don't believe in wasting a whole bunch of food. Now, in other households, if that's what y'all want to do, be down. I don't buy y'all shit. But all I know is that for me to just be taking some food and just throwing it in the garbage, listen, it's just not something I like to do. Okay. So let that be my pet peeve, and it's okay. But all I know is when children get to the point where they're like, I don't want this, I don't want that. Like I got some spoiled cousins. I don't want this, I don't want to eat that. Listen, at the end of the day, those kids are not buying a damn thing. The parents are. And I really still feel like parents should teach their kids to be appreciative of what they have. Because a lot of kids, like I said, they don't have it. They ain't got no options. You know, when I was coming up, listen, honey, we ate what we got. All right. We were grateful to have it. Even though, I'm going to be honest, we were a little bit, above, our means as far as food. We always had a lot of food, as far as I can remember. So we were grateful growing up. But this generation now, these kids now, all I can say is this: if your parent is bringing you up and letting you get away with murder and treating people like they're less than you, and with treating their children like they're entitled, that child is going to be in for a rude ass awakening, okay? And they're not going to have to grow up to find that out, because other kids are going to let them know you're a brat. Other children are going to see that, and they're not going to want to be bothered. And it might be even worse. You got some kids out here that will beat your ass. They will beat you up. Y'all see it all the time. I'm just saying, I saw with my own, being a child care teacher, I saw it with my own eyes. So I just feel like the parents could be putting their kids in a harmful position when you don't teach them that they are no better than any other person, whether it's a child or an adult. Okay, this is my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I'm never changing it because I know I'm right. Okay, and when I'm right, I'm going to stand 10 toes down because that's what I do. I felt very compelled to talk about this. It's something I just kept thinking about. And now that I'm talking about it and can get feedback from other people out there, let me know what y'all think about this topic. Do you feel like if you're spoiling your child, I mean, maybe sometimes it is easier to spoil a child than to teach them the right thing? I don't know how that's possible. But maybe it's just easier. I don't know. But it's going to have some consequences behind it, trust and believe me. And it's going to start out with people just not liking your kid. Just period. And you need to take some responsibility for that because you're allowing it. So at the end of the day, honey, I'm still grateful at, I'm going to say 53. I'll be 53 in a couple months now. At 53, I never had kids. Listen, I'm so grateful for that still. Okay. I know people have asked me, have I had regrets? Oh, no. Everybody's not meant for that, and it's okay. It's all right. But I'm so grateful. I got cousins. I really, Lainey is the youngest, I think. Lainey is the youngest, and I think my Lainey is 7. Yeah. Lainey ain't like that, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. You know, my cousin have taught her children well. They might be spoiled and don't want to eat leftovers, you know. And trust me, when it's times like that, because my family knows how I feel about throwing food away. My cousin would call me just like she did for the 4th. You know, when it's a whole bunch of food and stuff, baby, I'm finna come get that food. She knows that. I'll go drive around and give it away on the street before I see it go to a garbage. I have a problem with that. And I hate people putting me in the position to have to throw food away. I don't like to do it. Listen, if you have a child that's so picky and so this and so that, you really need to tend to your kid yourself. Okay? That's clearly how I feel. I'm not changing my mind. I don't care who feels whatever type of way. Okay? Because I'm entitled to my opinion, period. And when I'm seeing things with my own eyes, no, it's not cool. So just be prepared to deal with it, parents that let your children think they're better than other people and feel they're more entitled. You know, good luck with all that. That's all I can say. Good luck. Anywho, moving on. Thank you for joining. Hey, good morning, Michelle. Yes, please, guys, leave me some feedback and let me know what y'all think about this topic, this video topic here. And I really feel some type of way because I ain't got no damn kids to be catering to. It's not something I ever had to do. So different strokes for different folks. But like I said, let me know what y'all feedback is. I'm going to get going now. I'll be back. So please stay tuned in.